What up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. You know what it is. It's your boy. It's your boy. It's your boy. It's your boy. New to the channel, I'm gonna need you to go down below, hit the subscribe button, and subscribe to the video. If you're new to the channel, man, welcome aboard. It's your boy Tasman Holloway. Probably one of the most talked about people the last 2 days all around the world. Video went super viral. 9 haircuts, 30 minutes, man. And I feel like people are basing that one video that we just shot astronomically on a Saturday, and they're just basing that around my whole career. And it's cool, we not upset. I'm actually, shout out to Chris Basio, man. You the GOAT, bro. Like, I appreciate you very much. Just even giving me recognition on your platform. Man, it's nothing but love and much respect. We barbers, man. Everybody entitled to their own opinion. Anyone out there in the world is entitled to their own opinion. I don't take it personal. But sometimes I like to troll the trollers. I just have fun with it, man. I just have fun with it. So we're not gonna get too much into the negativity, man, but I'm gonna be giving you guys more tutorial, more videos, bringing you along with my life. I'm not just a barber channel, I'm a lifestyle channel, but I include my barber life into what I got going on. And barbering has got me where I'm at. I mean, you know what I'm saying? So with that being said, man, we gotta go run to Best Buy. I gotta go get a tripod. I need it for my camera. I got all my camera equipment coming with me today. We're gonna be doing some cuts, knocking some dope stuff out. I'm gonna be showing you guys some tricks, just how to flick, how to do dope stuff, and come along. But before we do that, check out this view, you guys. Oh my goodness, look at this view. Like, this is what I get to wake up to every single day of my life. So you make sure you put in God first, you praying every day, you manifesting, you visioning what you want, and you going for it, man. So this is my view every single morning, and I give thanks to God, because one thing we can do is go up, y'all. We ain't going nowhere else but up. So head down to the garage, gotta get going. We got a busy schedule. We booked for the whole day, so I'm gonna get my stuff going. I'll see y'all when I get down, check the drip check. Hold on. Got the Jordan 1s on. I had to bring out Shaquille O'Neal for this video, because I'm feeling great today, man, and I'm about to, you know what I'm saying? So let's get it, man. It's your boy Tasman Holloway. It's your boy. It's your boy. I'll see y'all in a second. Peace. So when I first start cutting the hair, I like to wet the hair. This is just for me, my preference. I like to wet the hair, kind of just get like the lay down of what I'm doing. So when I do start making my fade line, I can just get right into it. The hair, I have more control of the hair, in my opinion, when it's wet. So I like the hair to be a little wet, and I have full creative control of what I'm gonna be doing. Clean off your tools. And then we go in, and we're gonna go in with our hard line. So we go in with our hard line, and we're just creating that hard line. So we're doing a drop fade right here. So we're going in there, we're creating a hard line, and just getting all the little excess hair off. And we're getting in there making a hard line. Now, my skill set of cutting, every barber has their own way of going about how they cut. That's fine. I'm just giving you guys tutorials on how I cut, my angle of degree of cutting, you know, and how I cut. And this is how I've just trained myself to cut for years. So now we're going back in there. We're still getting that extra hair off the neck. Still going up there, getting extra hair, and then just knock it off. Now I'm gonna go back. I'm using a cheaper set of clippers. These aren't like super high-end clippers. I'm gonna go in and knock that hard line out. So we go in, knock that hard line out. And y'all just see, like, you know, the fade is a little off, and don't worry about none of that, because I'm gonna get all that out from up under there. We just want to take all that extra weight that was on the hard line off. So all that weight that was on there, we want to take it all off. I'm not worried about at the back right there, whatever's going on, because we're gonna take all that out. Now I'm knocking all that. Now I close my clipper, and I'm knocking all that hard line that I faded under. I'm knocking all that out now. Now we getting all up in there. You know, and if you notice, I'm not really using guards. It's all freehand fading. So I'm just freehanding my fade. That's how I've trained myself to cut over years. There's a hard line right there, you see. I'm gonna go in there, close clipper. I'm just going in there, knocking that line out. And knocking that line out. And this isn't a sped up tutorial. This is me actually. Everything is just, I'm not editing anything. I want you guys to see it raw and for what it is. So I'm gonna come over and knock the clip over comb technique and knock out another hard line. Now I'm gonna go in there and freehand out that extra hard line that's right there as well. And then I'm gonna, there's still layers of that fade that I don't like that I can see. So I'm gonna be going in there with another clipper here in a second and knocking out the other line. But I'm still just fading out those lines that I see in that fade that I don't like. So there's lines I'm clip over combing again. There's things in the fade that I don't like. So I'm gonna go, I'm knocking out, clip over combing, I'm freestyling. If you notice, I'm not changing any guards out. I'm not switching guards around. That's not how I really normally cut. I normally like to just fade. I get in a mode, like I might have a little bit of TV playing or music or something, and I'm in a zone. Like, it's a zone that I can't even explain. Like, I'm just in a zone. I'm having, me and the hair are talking. I'm talking with the hair, and I'm just doing what I want. We're having fun. It's almost like as if you're making love, you know what I mean? Me and the hair are having a one-on-one, and everything else is blocked out. Now, we're in the barbershop as well. You know, TVs are playing, might be a little bit of some music or whatever, you know, just to get in my zone. And whatever you do to make you cut hair differently, you got to find that rhythm, and you got to just base everything off of that rhythm. Now, I'm still going in there freehanding, knocking out. There's lines that I see. There's hard lines all through this fade that I see. And I'm just getting them out. But don't worry about it, because I'm going to get to that. I know you guys are going to say, well, what about that hard part on top? Yes, we're going to get to that next. That's why I'm doing this clipper here, right here. We're going to come in now, and we're going to go into it now. This is the one where I go see the other line that I didn't like that was really, really heavy, and we're gonna go knock that line out. So now we're going knocking that line out because there was a heavy, heavy line. And I need a lot of you barbers that be jumping in my comment section to understand. All my shops have been black. Black lighting will allow bouncy, you know, fading. You have to be careful with black walls, because black walls kind of hide certain things. So when you have black walls, just pay attention. When I turn the chair, you'll see like the fades kind of like translucent when I turn the chair. So remember that. Take that in consideration as well. Now I'm clip over and combing again, and I'm just, you know, knocking the fade out, getting the fade right. You know, this is to my preference, what I like. You know what I mean? And he doesn't want any off top. He likes a messy top. That was his. That was what he told me how he wanted it cut. He didn't want any on top. Off the top. So I'm just getting everything around the fade that I like. And it's to preference. Like I said, some barbers like their fades hard. Some barbers like their fade, you know, to go up or whatever. I mean, to each his own. But this is my technique on how I've, you know, trained myself to cut. And it works for me. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, your way of fading, it might work for you. And my way of fading, it works for me. So once again, we're going into this, just getting those lines out of there. You know what I mean? And as you can see in the back of his head, that's not a gouge or anything we did. I believe it's actually like a scar, or I believe that's actually like just an imprint from his hair. It's not anything to do that we did in the fade. So don't think we gashed him in his head or anything like that. Now I'm blow drying all the excess hair off because I want to get straight to just, you know, what I'm about to do next. I believe I'm about to wet the hair again, because now I like to have more creative control of the hair once again, because as we cut him, the hair kind of dried out a little bit. And we're going to wet it up a little bit. He likes his front to be messy. So we're going to go in and we're going to wet the hair in the front, just to make sure I got more creative control of the cut. And now I want to go knock off some of the hair that I call it like overlaying. It overlays, and I want it to kind of have more of a raw look. You know what I mean? So it's overlaying. So I'm going to go knock just some of the excess off. I'm just knocking the excess off. Because what I'm going to do next, you'll see. What I'm going to do next is I'm going to put the hair up to do a lineup. He normally wears a lineup. I'm just getting all that excess, you know, that sticks over. We want the fade to be very, very, if I'm looking at you straight on, the fade looks very, 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 you know, very, I call it precise, very, you know, on point. And I'm just, I always go in. I like when I do my lineups too, because the lineup will give me all my detail. Like I said, once again, when you're cutting with black walls and you're cutting with, the lighting that I have in that shop, it's a little different. So everybody has their own preference on how they fade. I'm just showing you guys how I fade. So now I believe I'm going to go in and I'm going to clip his hair, because this is how I like to, when I line him up, I clip his hair and then I just make sure all the hair is out of my way, because he likes his hair to be in the front and be a little different. So now I'm going to come off and comb down that excess hair. There's a lot of excess in the front. So I'm going to comb that down. You know what I mean? And I'm going to go in with my Babyliss. And I'm just going to come in real smooth on his line. Not going to do too much. Not going to do too much. And we're just going to tap the line. Just tapping. We're just tapping that line. And you could just, it's all to your preference, how you finesse it. Boom. We're coming down, making that line look real smooth. And I always like to be angled to the mirror, because I use the mirror, as I call it, my GPS. The mirror is going to be my GPS on what I'm doing with my fade, how I'm doing my fade. And I'm coming under. I like to stack it. Now I'm stacking. So I call this the ghost. Like I'm stacking up. There's a line that I just created. If you guys can see, there's a line that I just created. And I'm stacking. Now I'm going back to lining. Like I said, I like to make love to the hair. I like to be creative. I like to, just be in my own world with it. You know what I mean? Now we're going to come back, keep the line going smooth, create our C's. I'm going to create another hard line on the other side as well. But I'm using that mirror. If you notice, I'm looking away. I'm using that mirror as my GPS, because that is to me is the navigation to making sure that line is straight. You know what I mean? We don't want no crooked lines. So we're using that mirror as a GPS. Coming under again, I'm like I said, that ghost. I'm getting up in there again. I'm creating another line, another one. So we had a line in there in the beginning. Now we're going to create another one, because now we want to see, I'm going to come back and blend it out with my blenders as well. So I'm going to come back with my other clipper and I'm going to fade that line as well. I'm going back and I'm fading that line out. You know what I mean? Fading that line out. This is all the preference to any barber that just has preference. It's just preference for whatever you like. You know what I mean? You do whatever you like. You do whatever you feel is comfortable for you. Like I say all the time, this is what has worked for me. This is what works for me. These are my regular customers, and everyone that I've cut, from Seahawk players to, Mariner players and Major League Baseball players and celebrities. This is what has worked for me and my technique. So now I'm going to go in and I'm going to stack it again. Now I'm going in, I'm making it really bald at the bottom. Making it really, 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 really bald. And this is what I've always just done. I've always just done this my own way. You know what I mean? I've done it my own way. And, what works for me might not work for everybody else. And people have opinions, and I'm not mad at that, man. You know what I mean? So everybody has an opinion, and that's fine. Like I say all the time, this is what has worked for me. So I do what works for me. And I just want to show you guys ways that you can, maybe the way those barbers do it, that's their way. But there's actually no blueprint way. Everybody has their own has their own way of how they cut. It's just the way that they do it, how they like it. And then I'm going to come in with my fibers and I'm going to just hit them a little bit of five, just to get that line in the front a little more precise, a little more clean, a little more just, HD, as I would say. I'm saying? I like them HD, them lines that just look like laser lines, like if you touch it, you're going to be like, dang, that joint hurt. So we want to make sure that, excuse me. Yeah, we're gonna make sure. Now we're gonna come over and we're gonna just hit it with a little bit of hold. We holding it now. We just holding it. I like to hold my lines. I'm gonna come with the blow dryer next. I'm blow drying all that excess off of me and him, all the excess hair. You know what I mean? Just get all that extra hair off of him, me and him. All that extra hair that was on him. I like to just do that. Freeze that line. You know what I mean? Freeze that line. Make sure that line's holding. Now I'm going to come back with my clipper. I'm just showing y'all. So now I'll come back. I'm just going to tap that line. I'm not doing too much. I'm just kind of tapping the line, just making sure, you know, he stays clean, you know, and hit my C's, go back in, 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 go back in. Boom. I've already created my GPS, so I'm not really using the mirror. I'm going to go to the mirror a little bit and make sure all my fade still looks good. Boom. Hit tap, 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 hit my C's. I like C's, some barbers don't, you know. That's just my preference. Once again, it's what I like. And we're going in, you know what I mean? So now I'm gonna let that hair fall down. And I believe I'm gonna re-wet the hair again to blow dry it out. I just want that messy look on the front. I want that real messy look. So come back and wet it one more time. Just get it real wet, like it wet. And I use a certain alcohol to wet his hair. So he didn't want any off top. And he wears this messy look. He gets a lot of perms. So I'm gonna go in, I'm just gonna put a little bit of hardener in there. Just to harden it a little bit. And then we can go in and just create the natural messy look. And that's how he normally wears his hair. Likes that like natural, just front end, messy, just messy look. You know what I mean? And see, I see a little bit in the back there that I don't like. So I believe I'm gonna come back at the end of this cut and hit that little back piece in the back. I'm getting all that hair off the back. Just making sure that fade looks really good. And just making sure everything looks precise. You know what I mean? I want it to look real precise. I believe I'm gonna come back one more time. And there was a little in the back I didn't like, so I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna knock that out. There you go. Knock that in the back. I don't want anything hanging over into that fade that looks a little funny. It needs to all look right. So get in there, just getting those extra little lines out. Just blow dry all that extra hair off. Myself, off of him. Now I'm gonna show you guys the fade. And there we go. As you can see, that is a blended fade. You know what I mean? Likes his front, the messy, natural look. And there goes your fade. Low drop fade, none off the top, a little bit of trim on the top. Like I said, that line in the back, that's a scar, or that's just maybe something that we created in that fade. And that's how he wears his hair. Likes that messy, just permy look. And I've been cutting this guy's hair for over years. So next here we're doing I'm cleaning my clippers right now. Make sure, hey, sanitation is everything, so make sure you clean your clippers, man. Make sure you clean them clippers up. But we're going to be doing a blowout taper on a customer, one of my regular dudes. Real good guy. Been cutting his hair for a while now. One of my good customers. Pays really well too. Pays really well for his cuts. But here I'm about to get ready. I'm just cleaning off my tools, get everything ready, so y'all can see. Always remember sanitation. It's very important. Combing the hair out. We getting all that hair up. He been wolfing, so he been wolfing for a while. So we got to get ready to bust. I call it blooming the onion. So we're about to bloom the onion. He been wolfing for a while now. You know what I'm saying? So we about to get ready to bloom the onion. I'm just making sure. See, what I like to do is I like to make sure when I go in to bloom that onion. There we go. We want to make sure we don't pluck none of them things, because if you hit the wrong part of that, man, you're gonna gouge him. So we don't want to gouge him. But I understand his hair, so I know what I'm doing with his hair. We ain't gonna gouge him. So I'm just getting all that hair off. You know what I mean? He wanted a 1.5 on top. He had been wolfing for a while, so you know, I'm just making sure I don't hit no funny parts and make no bust no calyx. We don't want to hit no calyx. And I'm just going in, knocking it down, you know, smooth, and you know, just making sure all that hair just lays down smooth for me. And I always stress to my customers before you come to me, do not come with grease in your hair. Do not come with grease. I do not like grease. If you want to get cut by me, I will overcharge you, because I do not like cutting with grease in the hair. I'm gonna go in with those clippers. Like I said, I've been using these clippers for the last couple of videos. They're just some cheap clippers, nothing crazy. Going in on that taper, I'm creating my hard line and I'm blending out immediately. Going in there, blending out immediately. You know, I'm not using no guards, just blending out immediately. Boom, straight to the blend, blending out. You know what I mean? Blending out, you know. And then go in there and make sure there's no lines left in there. And I'm clip over combing it. So there's no lines in there. Clip over combing it. Making sure there's no lines in there. You know what I'm saying? Gonna make sure that joint look clean. And we just knock that fade out. You know what I'm saying? Now I believe I'm gonna come to the other side and I'm gonna blend this out. I don't use no guards. I stress that a lot in my videos. I can't, like I said, I don't cut like a lot of other barbers who want to change out guards. I don't do that. I'm not nothing against that. That's just not how I cut. Tasman Holloway cuts a little different. Fade guys. So now I'm gonna go in here and I'm just blending. I'm fading out. I'm in my zone. Like I tell you guys all the time, I got something on the TV playing, maybe something very educational as far as talking about money, investment, something. I'm in cars. I love cars. So I'm just listening. I'm cutting. This customer likes to be on his phone a lot. And it's my dude. If it was anybody else, I'd tell him to get off their phone. But you can see he's on his phone. He's just in his zone on his phone. And that kind of bothers a little bit of the haircut coming up because he keeps his head down a lot. He just scrolls. This guy loves me on his phone. It's my dude though. He loves me on his phone. So now I'm fading out the back of that cut. Now I'm going in and I'm just getting it to where the fade just blends. We're getting to where that fade blends. You know what I mean? There's still a couple lines that I don't like. We're just blending it. Now I'm knocking that bottom line out. Yep, get it. There you go. Get it out, Taz. There you go. Fade God. So boom, get it up out of there. Get it up out of there. We don't want nowhere around. We don't want no blemishes in this fade. Because we gonna make this one gonna look so good. I'm just getting all them hard lines out. You know what I mean? We just getting them lines out of there. You know what I mean? Get them lines out. Get them up out of there, coach. You know what I'm saying? We don't want no hard lines to be bothering this fade. We want this fade to look clean. He was wolfing, so we don't want him to, you know, cut his wolf off and then come back and get a jacked up fade. That's not what we do. We want him to look clean. You know what I'm saying? So here we go. You know, we in there. We fading out. Fade God. I'm in my zone. I'm like Jordan right now. You know what I'm saying? That's why you're on the wall. I'm like Jordan right now. I'm just fading out. I'm just in my zone. Just fade God. You know what I mean? I'm having fun with it. That's one thing you guys got to do when you're doing these haircuts is make sure you're having fun with these cuts. Don't get in here and get lost in it. Have fun with it. You know what I'm saying? Have fun with the cuts, man. And make sure everything is just looking precise. You know what I'm saying? And clean. Now I'm going to come back with my edges, I believe. I'm getting all the excess hair off of him right now. And yeah, I'm about to go in and knock off. He doesn't want no beard. So he wants to take his beard off. He's been wolfing. So I'm going in with the babbler set. Boom, we just tapping. We ain't barely touching him. Get behind that ear. Okay, boom, we behind that ear. There we go. Get behind that ear. Get all that excess hair off the ear. I don't want nothing touching that ear. Get behind that ear, real clean. Boom, now I'm gonna come in and knock some of that facial hair off. And once again, it's the part where he's on his phone. It don't really bother me, but I prefer to have him have his head up. But he knows I'm doing the tutorial, so I just told him, you know, just kind of kick it on his phone a little bit. Normally, I don't want people on their phone though when I'm cutting them because it obviously bothers the cut. But you see, I'm gonna go make my other line on the side, in the back for this taper. You know, and we're just making that fade look real clean. Making that line real precise, real clean for that taper in the back. You know, extra hair off his neck. I'm going behind that ear. Like everybody has different preferences how they do this. You know, I'm not hurting my customers. They come to me, they love the way I cut their hair. And I'm going in, I'm knocking the extra facial hair off. Sorry for this angle, y'all. I just ordered some new lenses. So, you know, I had bought this camera and you know, we just trying to get you guys the best videos as possible, as soon as possible. You know what I mean? So everything going on with COVID, I gotta wait for, you know, the cameras to come in. But here we go. We're gonna go back into it, and he's getting all that facial hair off. You know, and I adjusted the camera for you guys, so I want you guys to be able to really see what I got going on. So now this is why I gotta tell him to, you know, put his hair back. Even on the phone, he probably got a little upset, but you know, I gotta get under that neck and get all that hair off his face. You know what I mean? He got a lot of hairs. We got all that hair off his face, and I'm not hurting the customer. You know what I'm saying? A lot of my customers, they know how I rock, and this is why they come to me. You know what I'm saying? All my customers come to me for how I rock, and it's just fun. And I like showing you guys stuff because you can make a lot of money. Don't worry about the outside, the naysayers and the haters. Just worry about what you and the customer got going on, because people will always try to ridicule you and, you know, talk about you and so forth. It doesn't matter. As long as you and God have understanding and you're doing what you got to do, that's all that matters. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, whatever you got going with your customers, that matters. So now I'm hitting the mustache, tapping the lip a little bit, get my man clean, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Get my boy cleaned up, getting that lip right. You know what I'm saying? When he got this chair, he's gonna be looking like $1 billion when he got this chair. We want him to look like $1 billion. You know what I mean? Come in one way, leave looking the other way. You know what I mean? So he's getting that mustache cleaned up, making sure I'm getting it precise. And I'm gonna tell you guys the truth, man. I struggled with mustaches for a long time. I'm a beast on the beards, but I can give it to it, man. You know, for years, I mean, mustaches, people are so, they have a certain preference how they like their mustaches. So, you know, for me, mustaches weren't always big for me. So now I'm going in on this lineup part. So I'm just barely tapping this line, barely tapping this line. Just getting my guideline right. Combing the hair. I like combing the hair, always combing the hair over. I'm just going to tap that line. You see, I only tapped it 2 times because I don't really need to dig into his line. You know, we want to keep those waves coming as far on the line as possible. We don't want to dig into them waves. Come on now, that boy worked hard. Look at them waves, you guys. Do you guys see the waves in his head? Them waves look so good. So yeah, we don't want to go busting and jacking up my dude's waves. We're going to leave them where they at. We just tapping that line in the front of that line. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to 360 Jeezy. I mean, you know, he a big dude on the waves. So, you know, we want to make sure that we keeping these waves right, because we don't want to insult the wave community. I don't want to have no problems with none of you guys. I want no problems. So we keeping these waves really clean. And now look at those waves, you guys. Come on, man. Look at the waves, man. Can you see them? Tell me you can see them. Please tell me you can see these waves. These waves look crazy, you guys. So we don't want to mess up my guys' waves. We're keeping his waves really clean. Now I'm coming in with a little bit of the fibers. Once again, I'm gonna say in all my videos, how everybody uses their fibers is to their own preference. It's to your own preference. Now I like to use my fibers the way I use mine. Maybe you don't like the way I use my fibers. Maybe you want fibers, you want to use them your way. That's fine, you know, but what I do works for me at the end of the day, you know. So we add a little bit of fibers on there. Now we're going to come in with some of the hold. You know, I can use any hold. I use Tresemme a lot. This hold I've been trying out. I like to try new stuff every week, you know what I mean? I like to try new things and just, like I said, I'm always challenging myself to become a better barber. So I throw a little bit of this on here, you know what I mean? And I'm about to come with the blow dryer, get all the excess hair off of them. And then we want to kind of just make sure we freezing that line. You know what I mean? Just get that line in them waves. Look at them. Oh my goodness, them waves are so clean, boy. Let me get it right. So we're getting them waves right now. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm about to come back again. Now that I done froze the hair, I'm gonna come back again, and I'm gonna go over it again, I believe, because I want to make sure that everything is laying down smooth. It's very precise. I'm really big on being precise. I'm going over it again. Now I'm just gonna go over this and get the little extras off. You know what I mean? We gotta make sure this stuff is laying down right. You know what I mean? We wanna make sure it's laying down clean, laying down real right. You know what I mean? Look at that. The waves gonna come out looking crazy. They doing the Running Man right now. They moonwalking. You know what I'm saying? Like DDG say, moonwalking through the Calabasas. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sorry for this angle, you guys. Like I said, I'm ordering a bigger, wider angle lens. I want the wide angle lens just to grab more for you guys. But you see what I'm talking about, though, man. We want to make sure the waves is they moonwalking on them. I'm just getting, like I said, I ain't busting open that calic in the back. Make sure everything is precise. You know what I mean? Everything clean. It's laying down real nice. That's what we working for. We want everything to lay down real nice. Now I'm gonna come back with my liners, and I'm gonna line them up real clean. Now I'm telling you guys, this technique, man, how I've been doing this is how you make $100,000 a year. You know what I mean? This is how you make a lot of money cutting hair. You know what I mean? Like, my technique has worked for me. And some other barbers have different techniques. That's fine. I'm not hating on them. But, you know, I'm coming in, I'm just tapping that line, create my C's. I'm coming in, you know, and just tapping that line, barely touching them. And you see on this one, I believe I'm using my white babblers. I have actually 5 different sets of babblers, but my white set on certain hairs, I have a set for different hair I use. So I originally tapped the line with the red or a little sharper, and then these are my whites. These are when I come back with, because I want to make sure it looks really clean, but not so harsh, you know what I'm saying? Because this particular cut, you know, he doesn't need, his hair is so fine and so so clean. We don't want to be so rough on his head. So now I'm gonna go in and I'm just gonna tap the taper a little bit, you know, freestyling, you know, just fade God, you know what I mean? Just going in there, tapping in a little bit, you know what I mean? Just getting it right, you know what I mean? And, you know, just making sure this cut is clean. You know, I've been cutting this dude's hair for so many years now. I just understand his hair at this point. So, you know, and I like these tutorials because it's, you know, I could go a lot faster on these cuts and, you know, but tutorials, I like showing y'all my gems, man. It's just, like I said, it's my way of cutting. Everyone ain't gonna agree with it. That's fine. But this is how I do it. And this is how I've lasted in the game so long. And I've owned several shops. You know what I mean? I've owned several shops by doing what I do. So I didn't get here by trashing fades and overspraying hairlines and dogging customers out. And like I said, this customer in the cherry pays really, really well. Really, really well. So come with the razor, just tap that line, hit my C's. You know, I call them the C's because they go on the sides. I'm just gonna pull them back. I'm just gonna barely tap that line. Just get all them little baby hairs on that line. We want the line to look really, really good. You know what I mean? Just make sure that line look really, really good. You know, hit them with that razor. You know what I mean? And just make sure it looks really, really good. You know what I'm saying? And today was a busy day in the shop too. So this is my last cut of the day actually. And no, I had one more after this, but I'm just going over that. And I actually shot a bunch of videos today. Like I said, I'm just getting new to this tutorial thing. So y'all work with me, man. We're gonna be always elevating our brand, elevating our look, elevating our cameras, everything. But you know, I wanted to get back with you guys ASAP. I seen people in the comment section saying they wanted a better angle, so I'm always gonna be trying to, you know, get you guys right with these cuts, man, and helping you guys and showing you guys the blueprint, man. You know what I'm saying? On how I do what I do. You know, like I said, I'm not here to knock anybody else. This is just what I do. This is what helps me. You know what I'm saying? And then I go over the waves. Boom. Get all that little extra hair off the fade, man, off the cut. We want the waves to sit clean, baby. We want them to sit clean, man. We want them to sit real, real clean. So, you know, we want them to sit clean. Just make it lay down so precise and so right. You know what I mean? We want to lay down clean, man. So going back in, boom, boom. You know what I mean? And then, you know, the joint looking so icy, man. I'm just gonna go tap a little bit. What I see, you know, on the front, boom. You know, that's it. I think we done, man. I mean, what y'all think? Comment down below. Comment down below what y'all think about the fade, man. You know, I like good and bad comments. So comment down below. And then that's the fade right there, y'all. So hopefully y'all like it. You know what I'm saying? Y'all think it's a cool fade. Like I said, it's one of my top paying customers right here. Pays really well. You know what I mean? And I appreciate everybody who rocks upper level, man. And I always want to give you guys, like I said, my gems. These are just my gems of what I do. And I'm not knocking nobody else's. And, you know, this is just what I do. Tasman Holloway, Fade God. This is what I do. And, you know, like I said, man, you know, everybody has their own preference on how they cut. What up, y'all? So, man, what a day at the shop today. Super thankful for all the customers that come through and rock with me. And this is a way how I'm trying to show you guys a way to where you can maximize your time and make a lot of money cutting hair. And just being aware that there's always room for improvement, including myself. Like, I don't really want to call myself the best barber to go. I don't care for any of the names. Like, I found a lane that worked for me, and I found a way to make money off of it. I found a way to take care of my family, take care of my mom, take care of myself, and, you know what I'm saying, take care of my businesses. Like, people saying I can't cut hair and hating on videos and stuff, I don't really care for that stuff because the real is, I'm in my business I own, and I have a really good life off of cutting all my customers, giving them phenomenal haircuts, advice. I'm not only a barber, but I'm a counselor. You know, I counsel my customers, I motivate them, and we move as a unit, you know what I'm saying? And it's dope, and I'm very blessed to have what I have. And I only want to share who I am with the world. And like I said, I don't want to be any of those other huge barbers out there that are getting millions of dollars. I'm not them. I'm Tasman Holloway. I'm who I am. Do I have room to learn and grow? Yes. Am I really good of accepting constructive criticism? Yes. I'm very aware that you can always have room. The ceiling is never there. You can always grow and learn something every single day. But I'm not a fool to believe that I can't cut and I don't know how to handle my business and make money and do what I need to do. I've done it for a long time. I've been cutting hair for almost 8-9 years now professionally, and I've owned a lot of businesses. And I've lost and I've won, but we're here. So that's what matters. Like, I never gave up on myself. Always believed in myself. People say I spray hairlines. People say I overspray. Say I can't cut. They say my breath stink. Say I got a big nose. I don't care, man. I'm blessed, man. I'm here. I'm blessed. So always remember that, you guys. Take the good with the bad. Take the bad with the good. Always keep God first. Work on your repertoire. Try to get faster. Challenge yourself. I cut today with some cheap clippers. I don't think these clippers are even like nothing crazy. These are some very cheap, you know, just some little throwaway clippers. I'll be coming back this week with a pair of Babyliss clippers for the actual cuts. I like those a little better. And I'm gonna get another pair of, I like the Magic, or no, I like the Wall, I believe 5 stars. I use those are dope, like, just because it cuts fast, you know what I mean? So, but I'm even always challenging myself to just cut better and cut faster. So, you know, you can make 100 grand plus a year. And I'm gonna be giving you guys the techniques, man. So just hit the subscribe button, like these videos. And if you have any questions, go in the comment section. I try to get to all the comments that I can. But man, just hit me up, man. It's your boy Tasman Holloway. It's your boy, it's your boy, it's your boy.